And we've all grown up listening to amazing hip hop artists from Biggie to Tupac to Snoop Dogg. We've grown up listening to these guys, but now here back at home, having people who are like, hey, by the way, we could also do this hip hop thing. Like it's not as complicated as it seems, guys.
Yeah, just no make and any of your upcoming rappers for now. Keep away from me. I don't want y'all.
You don't want to be the Christian to someone to Blueface?
Beat those people up.
Like,
I'm a
up.
No, honestly, today was up. I just want to cuss. like every time I'm like, oh, oops, I just really want to cuss so bad. I really want to cuss, but I can't.
It's a safe space.
Hi, my name is Hazel, and I'm addicted to cussing.
Justice for Kips and I.
Justice for me, guys.
We're going on a tiny break, but when we come back, we're gonna start talking about the movie of the week, and some little spices of information that we might be having.
Yeah, and some udakus.
Of course.
That's how you guys go think about Kamene, and then we come back and talk about Kamene. Where I read something so sad.
Man, we should have a moment of silence for her. Yeah. Guy, no, she's not dead. I'm a guy. That's what.
No, but she's dead from radio.
That's what. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
You know, Gopa. If they'll come at you, they'll come at you.
I'm telling you, I got some Christian rock kind of energy. Like,
we have snipers everywhere. We got snipers.
See you in a few, guys. Hi, and we are back. Like
That was
we
my
never
man.
left.
Excuse me. That
Sasa
was
unataka tufanye bash?
that was my man drama.
Tukufanye bash?
By rewind. That is my man who was singing.
Sasa suenu mtafuta mwambie.
Haya, unajua kwa bedroom ananingoja.
Aya, enda basi mwambie.
He be waiting for me.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Now imagine if you just had a man waiting for you all the time.
Oh my god, that would be oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That would be the dream, bruh.
I know. Let me tell you, I want to be the hustle, and then you just be the muscle.
Bro, just say you want, if you get married, you want a house husband. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Yeah. Ati why? First of all, if you're mad attractive, you're staying home. That's number one. Number two, I want you to welcome me and cook for me. I don't want to cook, bro. I want you to cook for me when I come and say, welcome home, honey. How is it?
Home.
I've prepared your bath.
I prepared your bath now.
And then your food is waiting and a massage. That is exactly what I want. If you can't, Akibede, if you can't, I don't know why we should be talking.
How long have you been thinking of this plan of yours?
Oh my God, since I was 10 years old.
Hey,
it's gonna come
Where? Hey, let me just get right into this. So, the film that we're reviewing this week, we have a couple of things we're reviewing this week.
Yeah, there's so much.
It feels like we're reviewing the entire world this week.
Like I want to eat the whole world.
You always do, bro.
Don't leave me alone.
Tell me one day in which you did not want to eat the whole world.
5 minutes ago.
You do know that's part of the day, right?
Malika, it's in the past.
But it's still part of the day, right?
It's in the past.
Too many books. So the movie of the week today is Beats. Beats is a film that came out in 2019. It guys who've watched Blackish might ring a bell. One of the main characters is Anthony Grayson. Sorry, not Grayson, Anderson. Sorry, Anthony Anderson. I don't know why I keep calling him Grayson though.
He looks like SpongeBob.
What?
He looks like SpongeBob.
Girl, he might be looking like SpongeBob, but the money he earning.
Wait, he's married to that shorty who's the mother. Who's the shorty who's he acts with? I don't know her name.
No, she Tracy Ellis Ross. No, they're not married.
I hear they're married.
They're not actually married in real life. She's very single.
Guy, come at me,
bro. She is singularly single. Yani kama mona kinge high school. Vile nahonga peke yake. Hiyo ni vile yeye yako. Singularly single.
That's sad.
It's not too sad though.
No, but I like that.
She's single by choice though, and I've had her logic in it. I'm like, makes sense. If you want to be by yourself at a certain point, there's no problem in that.
Oh my God, I love her. She's so me when
because it's weird how the world keeps putting a notion of that you have to be with someone, you have to be with someone.
Not even that. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be so brutal. This thing about getting kids, I feel like it's now becoming it's becoming there's this thing, I forgot what it's called. It's when I remember the word, but
luxury.
Not a luxury. It's not a luxury. It's another word. Like I feel like people are like, oh yeah, I have to have kids. It's not a must to have kids. Personally, I don't want kids at all. She's
gonna get a child or two. That I can assure you.
Because
I've put so many bets on it, and I'll tell you, I'm gonna be rich. I've put so many bets, girl.
Which we'll see. But me, nah, I don't think. I feel like kids are. What can I say? It's just like it's the word. I forgot the word, but yeah, I just feel like it's not necessary to have kids. I just don't believe in kids.
You don't believe in kids? Girl, you once were a child, bro.
Yeah.
Funny thing, now the story of Beats, let me read you guys the log line. So, a reclusive teenage music protege forms an unlikely friendship with a struggling producer. United by their mutual love of hip-hop, they try to free each other from the demons of their past and break into the city's music scene.
Okay.
It's actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite films. I'm one of those people, Nikki watch movie and I watch tena cameras. Instead of watching a new film, I'll rewatch the film that I've watched.
Well, I just got a couple of notes.
You got a couple of notes? Of course you do. It's good to have a couple. I also have a couple of notes.
Yeah.
It has a rating of 6.4 out of 10 though on IMDb and 89% of Rotten Tomatoes, which is a high number, meaning it's a good thing. And 90% of Google users actually like it. And apparently it kind of it's a little bit based on a true story, a little bit, but not too much. Very little, but I feel like it's a story that it has a lot to say. It does have a lot to say. It has it, yeah. I yeah. I love it. Let me not. I love the movie.
Let's get it, but
The butt is not so big though.
we have a very big butt. Carry on, my love.
But
Small butts matter too.
thank you. Thank you. I got a small tushy and I love it. Thank you. We matter too. But I don't know. At some point, I felt they could have gotten the story a little bit more aligned or a little bit more deeper. I feel like they could have gotten way deeper because music is something very, it's very personal. It's very deep. I think for me personally, music has really helped me in so many stages of my life. Till today, it does. And to see a story about somebody this kid was suffering from some serious PTSD and tried to use music to come out of that dark place is a really nice story, but there's still a whole lot more that they could have done. Just saying.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh my God! Don't I totally agree? Because it reached. Oh my God! Hi, Lashan. Oh
We're good.
We're
One
good.
second, that mic is off.
my. Hi.
Which mic is that? That one?
It's Mike.
3. Awesome.
Sit down, my love. Hi, love.
Hi.
Happy new calendar.
Happy new calendar, new success, new business.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
okay.
We walking.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Okay.
It's a positivity for me.
I know.
And I woke up with negativity.
I need this to rub off me.
Me too.
You know, y'all are queens, first of all. Y'all always doing this.
Why, thank you.
I got love for y'all. Y'all already know.
Oh,
We
we
do.
love
Welcome
you
to
too.
Icon Radio.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege to be here, man.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
It's
cry.
been a while since we've seen you.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. I've been busy, man. Like, I got a lot on my plate.
Mhm.
I'm working on Eastman tapes. Yeah, my company's about to go public in June.
Oh, damn.
that is amazing.
Yeah, we just got a big investor. Just got the confirmation last week, Tuesday.
Damn.
Now we're definitely doing
Crazy.
shorter today.
You're lazima. You're
Today, we
lazima.
have to celebrate this.
Today you
with
have to know Pino.
You have to know Pino.
Alright,
Today you gotta know Pino.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah. So let me just fill you in. Oh my God. Let me ask you, how are you? I'm so big on how are you. How are you doing today?
I am
Honestly.
I'm doing quite amazing. I'm really happy. I had one of the most complicated boardroom meetings today, and it went well.
Amen.
And I was like skeptical about it, but thank God it went well.
Mhm.
And man, I feel blessed.
Ooh, that is what I love to hear.
Man, I feel blessed.
That is exactly what I love to hear.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, you weren't wearing glasses though.
Hey,
This is
people
only
got blind.
because of work, man.
No, but you wear glasses. Welcome to the family.
For sure.
No,
for
Rishan,
sure.
I'm just gonna say it point blank.
Uh-huh.
If you feel bad, that's not my problem.
It's I.
It's called old age. It's knocking on your
Oh,
door.
for sure.
Knocking
I'm
on your
about
door.
to clock 30, man. So you know.
Oh,
What?
No,
Yeah,
see.
I got 3
See?
years.
Guy.
How do what?
Yeah.
No, Ona. Hey, catch me dead. Catch me dead.
Man, this year, that's why you see I'm working on a company and stuff. Like, I'm really just.
Oh my
you
God,
know,
are we having babies soon?
yeah, my baby is coming.
Allah.
Yeah.
Allah.
I'm about to settle down completely. I got
What?
someone. Yeah,
No,
I
we
see
know
that.
you have someone.
By
Yeah.
the way,
But
I can't
damn.
even. No, we've started so much. Wait. Hey.
It's because of the vibe.
Whew, and
That's a
and-
lot of information.
You know, this. Let me tell. I feel like this week for me has just been a lot of heat. There's so much coming in.
You know, I
coming
bring
out.
the heat, baby.
Oh, thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you.
You know?
So
Yeah, so I mean, you know, I always bring the heat and stuff.
yeah, damn. Anyway, before you came in, we were
Mhm.
talking. Have you watched Beats?
Yeah, I definitely watch Beats.
Yeah. Now, me, I was
Yeah.
giving. Let me. What did you? Okay, by the way, what did you think about it? Before I have a very bad review. Before I see,
What?
I have a very bad review.
Why
So-
am I not even surprised? And I'm the one who always has the bad reviews.
Well, today, you know, I chose violence. Let me tell I'm in the mood of violence, by the way. If someone's to
You're
fight,
always in the mood of violence when I pull up.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, every single time, well, Leshan, you're just in this
You're
weird.
always, yeah. Is it because I'm gangster looking that you always bring this up?
I'm like, fight me.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. Because the other day, So I was chilling at Java, and we were just having a conversation, and my friend had his shorty come in. So she was like, "You look gangster," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "You got all the tattoos in on the neck and stuff," and I was like, "But that's normal," and I was like, "That's not normal for a typical Kenyan," and I was like, "What you mean?" I was like, "I seen this every day," I was so surprised, and I was like, "Damn, okay," you know. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. But I think one thing about when somebody sees you, they would definitely know. The first time I saw you, I knew you definitely do music.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so sure you do hip hop. There's no way you're going to come
Yeah,
and
for
sing some
sure.
R&B
What?
and
Me,
soul
I-
for us.
Yeah, man. I mean, I started doing R&B a bit just because I was in my feels, but I always switch it up on the second verse and I just talk some gang shit, you know?
You see, that's why people think you're gangster.
Oh, shit. Yeah. No, but also for real, because in Pangani, like, I move different. I move different.
Okay.
Yeah, I
We
move
were supposed to
different.
come to Pangani some time back,
Yeah.
and we still definitely need to.
Yeah, y'all definitely need
No,
to
actually,
pull up.
we're gonna do this after the show. We're gonna panga after the show because we always say we're gonna do something, and then we don't know.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to work with a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to definitely.
Sunday is a
work
very good day because I work Monday to Saturday.
Okay,
Sunday.
Sunday.
Where I could take you around Pangani. I could take you around the food culture.
I want food.
Damn, you
we
said food?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
have
had
a
a
very
mic.
rich. We have a very rich food culture in
I can
Pangani.
imagine.
There's different types of food. There's shawarma. There's some Indian food. There's Arab food.
No,
It's
stop.
amazing.
You had me at shawarma.
Oh,
Now,
for real.
yeah. After that,
I've had pango shawarmas are
bomb.
elite.
There's no way in Nairobi that has bomb shawarma like
exactly.
Pangani.
And then let me tell you, there's no place that has bomb shawarmas nowadays in Nairobi. So I'm
Yeah.
willing to try that.
Yeah, so when you pull up in Pangani, and I know all the shawarma spots.
Oh my god.
All of
After
them,
the
guys.
show, that is literally what we are planning.
For sure. And that's on me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Say
You know what?
less.
Aki, by then this Friday. You know what?
Say
Oh,
less.
and I have an announcement. I want a teddy bear. Malika. that's
I
your
know.
girl. So I want a second born.
You want it? Do you want it as big as I am?
That's a nice
Oh, for
Yes.
real?
I asked her
Yes.
the same thing.
Yes.
You want
For
something
real.
that
Yes.
will
So-
fall you?
Yes, I want that one. That will be my firstborn. The first one is gonna be called Fuzzy.
Uh-huh.
I
Then-
know about fuzzy.
Yeah, there's Fuzzy.
Fuzzy's a
Then
good name.
thank you. I know, right? And
Yeah.
then the second one is gonna be called Woozy.
Woozy. So Fuzzy and Woozy.
Yes.
It's Woozy and
the Fuzzy to
alcoholic.
the Woozy.
yes.
Alright.
Woozy,
Yeah.
Woozy sounds like an alcoholic though.
Oh yeah, Woozy sounds like an alcoholic. You better tame her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna just have boys.
Oh, for real.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
a mother
yeah,
of
yeah.
boys.
I'm gonna be a mother of two boys.
I
told my-
always tell myself I want to have daughters.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah,
Daughters are
'cause
nice. Don't have boys.
I
Huh?
wanna threaten.
Oh, you're gonna be like, oh, you wanna get to
yes.
my God? You gotta go through me.
Yeah, you gotta go to me, nigga. You know what's up? You
So
know?
for me, I'm going to. For me, no, for my brothers. Oh my god, I'm gonna give the ladies a hard time. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Clearly. Oh, I already do that for my sister right now.
I'm like, do you want to marry him? What do you bring? Do you cook? Do you clean?
Girl, you don't cook.
I mean, I cook.
Nini?
I cook.
You see, that's the husband I'm looking for. This is the one I want. This is the one I want.
wanna
Yeah, I mean,
You want a
shit.
pika?
Yeah, I mean, y'all see me make pancakes. So
Yeah.
on Sundays, I actually do bake.
What?
Yeah, Sundays, that's my thing.
We're coming on
Sundays,
Sunday.
Sundays,
Sunday.
I
Number 20
normally
Sunday.
bake and just
Wait, by the way,
make stuff I like.
My Sunday is free at the moment. I
Well,
don't know
I can
about
cook
you
for y'all.
guys.
What's
I don't know
happening
about you
on
guys.
Sunday?
But I
Anyway.
cook for y'all because I love y'all.
Oh my god, I'm
We
going
love
to
you
cry.
too.
I
We've,
cook for y'all a whole breakfast.
we've come together from tumetoka safari
far.
refu sana.
Yeah,
Oh my
man. Yeah, like it's been a minute, and that was the time. But last time we were popping like for real.
The last time we were doing
Yeah.
the 360.
Yeah, we were popping. Like I wasn't even really taking interviews and stuff. Guys were just calling me. I was like, I ain't really feeling it. I
And it
was
felt
like,
so nice that you took my interview. I was like,
I don't know. Like we just clicked and the vibe was right, and I just saw it from a very genuine point of view. Cause I remember the last time we were supposed to be called on 10 over 10, and I was talking to my manager. I was telling him like, yo, I love this,
Yeah.
but I'm not feeling it right now.
Mhm.
Maybe later.
makes sense.
Cause it was this thing that everybody want to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like it's too much going on. Like, we have so many things going on that I can't even sleep anymore. Cause every weekend I'm busy, man. Like I can't even take time to like do what
Yeah.
I love. So
get
I was
you.
like, you know what? I need to slow it down.
yeah.
Cause sometimes this just takes me crazy in circles. Cause like right now I'm working on my job, and then to make money so that I can fund this music. I mean, oh, by the way, I'm not flexing, but I just got paid $1,000 off my music.
Oh, no flex.
Flex it.
Flex it.
Flex it.
I actually
Flex
posted it.
it.
Yeah, I actually posted it on Twitter. So
Oh,
yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
done the same thing.
Yeah.
Flex it.
I mean, it's because I'm really appreciative because I really put in a lot into this music.
Yeah, you
You
do.
know,
That's
yeah,
true.
and I really am glad that I can make some money out of it. You know,
Yeah.
even without the publicity and stuff. You know, yeah, and I just love it, man.
That's,
That's beautiful.
and I think
Wow.
that's even that's what makes it perfect for us to be talking about beats
Exactly,
today, because it is a hip hop story.
and it's a very dope one.
You see,
It's a very dope
they,
one.
I think that they should have gone
It's a very good
deeper.
storyline.
No.
Yeah, it's a good storyline.
Very.
Don't get me wrong, but I
Yeah.
feel like because music is really a way of tapping
Into
into-
the real and inner you.
into the
Yeah.
real and inner you, and it's a way of also, it's very therapeutic.
Very.
It's very therapeutic. Hey,
Yeah.
ngoja, wait, my students.
Oh, for real.
Okay, teacher.
You did not just call me teacher.
You know?
And you know why I'm saying that.
Wink, wink.
And women.
Mhm.
And I think one of the main reasons why I think this is another reason why I think it's also perfect for us to talk about, because the film world it's really growing,
Yeah.
but I feel like we need to tap into all genres of music to
Mhm.
be able to tell these stories, because film is all about telling stories,
True that.
and we can tell stories through film. So why not use all other what's the word, genres of music. I can't wait for the day
Yeah.
I will watch a film and the whole playlist is let me say maybe
Kenyan.
Gengeton.
Yeah.
Kenyan, because
Bro.
we got a lot of that
Yeah, we
nowadays.
got
Like
a lot.
Kenyan guys really trying to put
I
Kenyan
really
stuff.
I can't wait
miss-
for people
I
to
really-
put Wakadinali.
That I was gonna say
Kwanza,
Wakadinali.
My
Yeah.
man's car especially.
I'm not gonna speak on them, but I love Gengeton.
Me too.
I wish there's a couple of things I wish that would have been done different.
Mhm.
Like I wish we could go back to Ethic. I wish
Ah.
we could
Yes.
go back. I really
Oh,
love them.
they were
I really
Ethic
love
was
them.
honestly
They were
really
really
fire.
they were really raw and
Yes.
genuine.
Yes.
You know, like they were really talking about hood shit from like that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, like, and I was really feeling Gengeton because it gave Kenya like a really genuine point of view, you know, from music. And I really the one thing that I'm looking forward to is when we can actually have music sang in mother tongue. Have you had that
Yeah.
drill song which was done in Kisi?
Yes, I have.
And that drill song that was done in Kalenjin?
Kalenjin
yeah.
have not.
Yeah. For real, and it
Keep it
slaps.
up, keep it
And
up.
there was a drill song done
What?
in Luya. And I was even talking to my boys Eastman the other day. I was
Mhm.
telling him like, yo, I remember I did a track with Petra
Mhm.
and I rapped in Masai. And guys was like, yo, that's deep. And I was like, yeah, that's original because that's a sound.
Yeah.
You know? And
Even sorry.
yeah. And I was talking to him like, yo, we need a record in Meru, man. Yeah,
I think that we really need that.
Imagine.
I agree.
Imagine a Meru guy singing to you a love song.
That would-
Imagine that.
Oh, I've had Kikuyu. Okay, one of my
Savi-
favorite Kikuyu love songs is Haya. I don't know if you have it.
let me just sing. Let me just
So
sing my
beautiful.
favorite Kikuyu song
Okay.
of
Wow,
all
okay.
time. When I Congo
Hey! Yes!
Y'all know?
That song is
I
fire.
love-
It
imagine-
always gets you pumping.
Yeah.
Trust me, I can sing that song, throw in a couple of bucks to my shawty, cause I love it.
Oh,
You know?
that's so cute.
Cause I love it. Now I want to hear that kind of music, cause that's original music.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I just be jamming to it. You know, I just be feeling it.
And I think if you really look at it, another country that does that is South Africa. And I think
Exactly.
South Africa have, I think, more than 12 languages, if my memory is
Even Niger. Even my Niger
Yeah,
people.
and they sing
That is
in
why-
their language.
Yeah,
that is
and I'm
why
like,
I love
why
Niger.
are they so? I always wonder. One thing,
How they make it pop? That's the
it's
question.
just
Me, let me check.
Because I was listening
These
to the
guys are-
track Yo
yeah.
Laba,
Mhm.
and the guy was like, Yo Laba Laba, give me your hand and shoulder. And I was like, man, I don't even know what Yo Laba means. But I like
but
it.
I
but
like
it
it.
sounds so
Yeah.
nice.
You see, even in their films, they are so obsessed with their culture. I'm like,
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I'm always looking at it like Kenyans, whether Kenyans are the, like, I don't know whether to say this, but they're the most educated people. diverse.
Yeah.
They listen to so much.
True.
And I just want to hear the it reaches a point where we can just listen to our traditional music because it's very rich.
It is.
Yeah, we
honestly,
have,
it really is.
yeah, we have very rich music, you know. And I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, and he was telling me about, you know, back in the day when Camp Mula were popping, and I was like, man,
Man,
that was a real
Camp
deal.
Mula was, oh my gosh.
You know?
Because I remember we were in primary.
Hey, wait.
Tulikuwa primo ni
Where
nini.
was
You
it?
know, I was a bit older, but yo,
You are my classmate. Wacha
Yeah.
kujaribu kuniruka.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa deski wangu hata kwa story.
I don't even know this story. I don't know this story.
Story,
I don't know what she's talking
Asiruke.
about.
Oh, now you don't know me.
I'm 21.
You don't know me.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
wait, you don't know me.
wait.
Haunijui.
By the way, every shorty when they get past 21, they remain 21. So that's what's up. That's definite. I support you
Are you serious?
No.
Definitely.
Why is it? No, he's attacking me. As you all can hear.
in a very polite way.
In a very polite way.
Yeah,
Okay.
in a
You know
very
what?
polite
No,
way.
let me just drop my review. Let me tell you.
What do you
Beats.
think about it, by the way?
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys can't remember
You.
me. I didn't know giving me attention.
But I'm giving you the
Yeah,
attention.
you know we love you.
Oh, okay, stop.
The floor is yours.
I'm not loved by anyone but like.
Oh,
Oh, you're
yeah.
not loved by anyone.
By me?
So relax. Even
I'm
you.
telling you,
Yeah, I'm
women.
a 6'5".
Okay.
You know I love you.
That's a lot of love.
Yeah, that's a lot of love. Yeah, this ain't no
That's a
regular
lot of
Nairobi love.
Guys, okay, what? I can't what any fate.
You know?
What? Anyway, so for beats.
Mhm.
Yes, it's either good or bad. Okay, look. Which one should I good or
So
bad?
you
Bad.
should,
You
yeah,
start
just
with the
start with
bad.
the. You see why when you tell me I have bad news and good news, I'm like, just start
Oh,
with the
start
bad.
with the bad news so we can make the day.
Yeah. For the
Exactly.
good news
Yeah.
is gonna make me smile.
Yeah.
For me, I felt it was predictable. Hear me out.
I agree.
It was predictable because
I
it
agree
reached
with
at a
that.
point where so now this guy comes with a kid. Of course, he helps him. Of course, it's gonna be that. No, the problem. What do they call it in your? What do they call it? Conflict. Yes, the conflict was at now this guy. Of course, this guy was not going to help this guy at the end of the day. There's always something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So then in my head, I'm like, of course, this is gonna happen, and it actually happened. In my head, I'm like, okay, please prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. The whole
I know
movie,
that feeling.
I was like, prove me wrong, but this guy has actually proved me right. And I was like, okay, fine, it happened. But I wish they stuck to the point of the gun violence thing that happens in
Yeah.
the States.
Yeah.
Even recently, I saw, imagine a 6-year-old kid now they work with guns in the States.
Yeah.
It's
That's sad.
That's how it is.
And it's
Yeah.
it's really okay. I for one, people who know me know that I am what I like calling an Africanist. I'm like, let's talk about the reality of what happened, what colonization actually caused for Africans. One of the biggest things in Kenya that we still go through is what actually we're talking about. We don't bring in our roots to our music. We don't bring
Yeah.
our culture, even to our films.
True
Like
that.
you'll watch a film and you'll see the whole time people are trying to talk a way in which they don't. Kenyans, when we talk kama kawaida, itafika point, like literally what I've done, it will get to a point you will switch language, and that's just us. That's literally in our blood. So
Yeah.
why are you trying to tell a Kenyan not so Kenyan story in a Kenyan not so Kenyan way? And it brings again back now to my point of what you were saying about gun violence. I watch a lot of old movies,
Yeah.
like either AD after dissension or post slavery,
Yeah.
and a lot of that.
I may watch even slavery.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I find
Yeah,
it
I've been watching.
till
Me too.
today. I'm like, it's so sad of how somebody one black person will come to be arrested or caught by 5 or 6 cops. All
Mhm.
5 or 6 cops have guns. All 5, but this one black person doesn't have anything on. I'm like,
No, but no,
But I
honestly,
think-
nowadays
find
it's
this
changed.
funny.
No,
But I-
They've not changed. The thing is, it's not really even okay. A good example. Remember, right now I'm watching Crazy in Love, Christian and Blueface. So Christian was arrested, and she literally had no weapons to her. The U.S. Marshal came and arrested her and literally put her on the curb of the floor, or like put her face on the. You know, like how may his soul rest in peace. George was
Floyd.
killed. Yeah, we remember
Yeah.
how he was killed. Something
Yeah.
similar to that was done in that situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, this is a woman.
Yeah.
How would you feel if it was your daughter in that situation?
But
get-
but I think that Americans have a high level of disobedience.
True.
This
It's
is
true.
I'm speaking.
Even that short.
I'm speaking. Yeah, I'm speaking about this from. My dad was in the military,
Mhm.
and when you do a mistake
Mhm.
and he come through in the house,
Mhm.
he makes you sit down on the floor, cause that makes you vulnerable.
Yeah, and
True.
You know?
honestly, I
Yeah,
won't lie.
and you see,
Yeah.
that's a routine when cops are coming in.
Mhm.
And you committed an offense or a crime, no matter how small the
Yeah.
crime was, when they give you an instruction, sit down on the floor, you need to sit down on the floor.
Mhm.
When they tell you lie down on the floor and cross your arms and legs, and
Wait.
you don't want to do that, they're gonna have to use force.
Yeah, and honestly,
Americans are they're very rude people.
yeah.
Because every video that I've seen, there's a level of resistance. Because the least you can do is that you can just do whatever he says, let him
Yeah.
do his job, and then if he finds
True.
out that you didn't do any mistake, you can file for a lawsuit and just say that he violated X amount of rights and he did this and that, and I wasn't comfortable, and now the city is gotta pay you. Because how many people have you seen in the States who are wrongly convicted
So many.
come out of jail out of 10 years, who did 10 years and they went without no resistance,
Mhm.
come out, and then the city's got to pay them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So,
actually a
I mean,
story.
because imagine if you resist, you die.
It's
But
true.
if you don't resist, you get in,
But the
you
irony,
lose a couple of years, or you maybe even not lose a couple of years, and you make a couple of
I
money.
won't lie. Oh, this sounds so wrong. Yeah. Let
You
me
know.
tell you. Me, I won't lie. This is gonna sound so.
I like making money, man.
yeah,
I like making money, man. You know,
You know,
I
you're like
always
by
wanna-
whatever means
by
necessary.
whatever means necessary, man.
this is gonna sound so inhumane
I
of
mean,
me,
Yeah.
but I feel like honestly, I understand why they do that. I won't lie. When
I
the
do,
police-
even me, I do.
because they're in a very compromising situation. They don't know what this person is going to do to you. Because today I was watching Kaleidoscope. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
That
Kaleidoscope.
okay, me that one also have notes on it. I have many notes.
I
on it.
like. I'm not gonna like. You should watch Kaleidoscope.
Mhm.
The thing just quick thing. I really loved how they arranged the story.
Yeah, the story.
I'm telling you, the arrangement of the story. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that
I was
was
like-
beautiful.
And they used color. One thing I really like, because color has a lot in film, and not many people notice that. But color holds a lot of such a huge thing in film,
Yeah.
and they really use the aspect of color to just lead you to the story. This color went this point, this way. I'm like, that's a simple. I loved it in matters of production that I
Ah.
did.
Okay.
I
It was
haven't
still a
watched
good.
it, but
you should
know,
watch it. It's
I'm
a nice limited series.
I'm actually gonna do that today.
It's a
Oh,
really
good.
nice
Yes.
limited series. I think when you're saying about the resistance and stuff, because that was kind of covered. Sorry for cutting you. I still love you.
Yeah. Well, I love you too.
Well, have fun, guys.
That's 6 feet, and this is 5 feet of
Yeah.
love, honey.
So that's like
Yeah.
7 foot
Have
7
you ever
foot worth of
gotten
love
all that in one room?
in one room.
Don't say
Imagine,
like that, guys.
imagine.
that.
In one room? At a go?
All the guys in your what's up cannot reach my height. So imagine,
Literally!
yeah.
Literally!
So imagine me and Malika loving you.
Imagine.
That's crazy. That's Beyonce type
You
love.
know what? I just can't. I honestly
You
can't.
know, we make sure you stay up. We make sure we do our
Now,
part.
you guys are taking me out for Valentine's, but I don't
Ah,
care
for
about
real?
your shorty. I don't care if you have plans. Y'all are taking me out. Thanks.
My plan was to go out for vacation. You know, we gotta, single ladies, we gotta celebrate that we're single.
Yes,
another
But
Yeah,
year
y'all,
where-
but y'all gotta stop being single, man. Y'all,
What?
Man, I just say.
So this
Yeah,
man,
I'm not
stop
gonna
it.
lie. Half of the people,
Nah.
there's somebody who texted me yesterday and was like, "I swear to God, Malika, if you are not single," I'm like, "Y'all out here thinking I'm not single."
no, it's
Yeah,
nice.
because
It's
you're
good.
beautiful.
Funny.
I mean,
But
I
then
mean,
the thing is,
look
I
at
don't tell
y'all.
you I'm not. I don't tell you I'm not. I'm like,
But,
if you
but
didn't
that's
have-
the thing with
if
shorties.
you didn't have the guts to come to me
Yeah.
in the first place,
I mean, let me tell you one thing. What I realized, you're a very strong woman. She's a very strong woman, and she's feisty.
this one has mental issues.
She's feisty. She needs a dominant type of guy.
Yeah.
Imagine
You
that.
know? Yeah. Now I
Yes.
realize
She needs her feminine energy really tapped into.
Yeah, really tapped into. And for y'all to get those type of guys, Nairobi might not be the place, but
Yeah, it ain't the place, man.
Yeah,
no.
guys.
Yeah,
Lately, I've just been with international men.
I tell you,
And that's
international.
because you international, baby.
no,
Aww.
I'm leaving.
You know?
Unaenda.
Today, pendwa hivi.
That's love right there.
I know I
That's
can
love
feel the
right
love,
there,
guys.
You know?
Oh,
No, we do the sign. We do the sign.
Bro, I have a matching
We got
tattoo
love.
with you. Please, you
so
have no
now-
excuse to say I don't love you.
You
Nonsense.
guys are too much today. Like, what's up? Did I tell you guys I'm having a bad month?
We notice and we just making sure that you have a good day.
This is how he lied. This is how he lied to his story.
You know?
You're telling him again, man.
Nah. I always trust me. How many times have I texted you without referring you to a queen,
It's true.
to a beautiful
Like,
woman,
every
to
single
an
time,
amazing
right?
time? I always make sure all the women that I talk to they understand that I got love for them, nothing but love for
That's
them.
good. Like,
And
you
I got
should really
respect.
preach this.
And
Yeah.
I really respect women. I love them, and I always treat them special because that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Mhm.
Man, I'm Messiah.
Hey,
You know, we treat our women right,
that's true.
Yeah.
and I'm
That's
6'5". So I
You
make
have
sure.
to.
Yeah, I got it.
Man,
That's a lot of height. You
Got
have
it.
to.
That's a lot of height for me to be disrespectful.
You
Yeah.
already have the audacity, so
I mean, yeah, I already had the audacity, but that's for the short niggas. Yeah, that's for the short ones. They be looking at me and I be like, "What up?
What?
What up, blood?"
what?
You know.
Like what?
What?
I
Say, bro.
really something about beats that I'm gonna say I really admired and was in the basis of love is
Yeah.
for one, this kid, the guy, the son, I can't.
It was a beautiful love story,
It-
by the way.
yes,
Yeah.
I
that's what I was
loved
going to
it.
say. It was a beautiful love story that he got a love into music not just because of him,
Yeah.
because of his sister.
Yeah.
And she died out of love for him at the same
Exactly.
time.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing I always say, I think dying for somebody who you love, especially your sibling, and he was like, he came up with that mentality of I just need to make my next move. I need to make my, and I'm like, bro, I get it. I need to make my next move. I need to make money, you know.
Mhm.
And for him to come to the story and realize, okay, this is more than just the money. It took time. I did wish they dived a little bit deeper.
I wish we get beats too,
And
because it can now
Oh,
expose the secrets of record labels
yeah.
and stuff.
True.
Because
Okay,
you
yeah.
see, like I was talking to my boys the other day about, you remember Sailors
Yes.
and what happened to them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I can't
see,
remember
when
what
you end a record label,
Oh yeah. I remember.
like they give you back your DSP account and your
Mm-hmm.
YouTube account, and
Mhm.
you sign a contract that every video that was under their management, the royalties belong to
to
them.
them. Yeah.
But Teacher Wanjiku didn't do that. She refused
Yeah.
with the YouTube channel instead of just thinking and going to a lawyer and saying that, okay, I'm gonna give you this account,
Mhm.
and if you don't pay me, I'm gonna have the court return the account and fine you guys, you know.
Yeah.
But since she decided to be impulsive, I mean,
Mhm.
trust me, I ain't got love for her, by the way. I ain't got love for her. I got love for Sailors though. I really got
Me
big
too.
love for Sailors.
too.
And I wish them kids, man, they didn't lose it, but they lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's alright, you know, it's life, because I hope all the other young guys are learning from it, you know. I hope every time we have, you see, it's the same conversation I was having with Eastman.
Mhm.
And we don't want to sign no label. I got a label deal through a promoter in France called Tosh. She was trying to link me up with Camelot Records. And they were offering me 2 million with West Pangani. And I was like, man,
You can make more.
I had 3 million, 4 million in my account. I had a sport bike. I had all of that. So I was looking at 2 million. I was like, that's not enough for 3 guys.
True.
Plus we have a manager, we have a lawyer, we have all of that. So I was like, what am I gonna do with 2 million? After taxes, that's probably 1.4.
Yeah.
Because we gotta pay all these other people.
Of course.
You know? So I was like, everybody, we gotta understand music law. We gotta understand all of that, because it's really interesting. And that's why you see I say, if we have beats too, it's gonna be really dope. It's gonna be really interesting.
Maybe if they dive into it with the perspective of looking at what really.
Yeah,
goes
because I
behind
noticed they
record
touched on
labels.
it.
Yeah.
They touched on it
yeah.
a bit, and especially the part where Anderson was trying to take the kid to the other promoter, and the
Yeah.
promoter was trying to cut him short and stuff, you know, because promoters be moving funny.
They do.
They do.
All
They
promoters
do.
were
They
banned.
move, yeah, they
Once
move.
from Sky.
Yeah, even here, man, like if you're trying to get an event, you gotta like know people and stuff, and
Even when you're getting a job, you need to know people too.
it depends, you know. Like
Yeah.
I think I got all my jobs because I just did a great job. Because the one principle that I always roll with is that do such an amazing job that it's hard to ignore you.
Yeah.
Because you see, I get love from people, even on Twitter, even on Instagram, because I do my job, and I do it so well that everybody want to genuinely share. Because even when I make a post, either on Instagram or whatever, I always share, despite the fact that I might be a bit recognized and stuff. I always don't mind. I always share, and I tell people like, kindly help me share this.
Yeah.
I'm humbled to be like able to like get a share from you, because I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not entitled, and I always tell people, as many artists are entitled, they always feel like, oh, I'm big, you gotta share my stuff, but I don't gotta share it. I don't gotta like it either. I mean, people really don't be looking at it, and I just always look at it like, it's alright.
I get you. I hear you. I do feel like, yes, I wish they did dive a little bit deeper in talking about stuff with record labels.
Yeah, for real.
And I think for you, because you're in it and you know a lot about it, and it would be nice. I think you should try and start teaching these guys.
I mean, one thing about the artists that I've encountered is that every time you try and engage them on a longevity point of view, they don't want that. Because like I have a couple of artists that I'm talking to, and all of them, if you ask them what's your goal with doing this music, is that I just want to post YouTube and then maybe I'll blow up. And you see, that's why you see I love Eastman a lot. Eastman is like the best artist I've ever worked with, because we met in ADMI. We was performing and stuff, and I was talking to him that he was like, okay, let's come do a joint album and stuff. And I was like, I'm a facilitator, I got a studio, I got everything, I'm a facilitator, And then he was like, okay, now let's work on other projects as I find myself in this music journey. And it's been 3 years, and 3 years we're doing his first album, and he's been patient. Imagine being patient for 3 years, just watching from the sidelines, doing nothing else but music every day. He was doing attachment. He used to come to the studio. I used to produce for him. He went and got a job. He still come to the studio, and he was like, I remember last year I was tweeting that we're dropping his album in 2023, and people are like, 2023 is far. Why? What are you doing? And I was like, we were planning. And this year, we down for business.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear the album.
Oh, for real, the album is dope. I sent you a track, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you know I always got you.
You did. I'm like,
yeah, you always here before everyone else.
Oh, you're gonna make a shorty cry.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, cause trust me, Eastman is about to be the biggest artist in Kenya in the next couple of months.
I think things are about to change.
Yeah, I trust. I'll make it happen. I put my money on that guy.
I trust you too.
Oh, for real.
Guys, do not forget that this is Icon Radio, your #1 entertainment plug. In the house, we have the one and only Lashan with us. He's a musical producer. He is, he's an artist. He's a raw artist. And he's one of my Kenyan favorite artists, if I'm being very, very honest. And I've known you, met through ADMI, and that's when I'm like, you got somewhere you're going. You got a really longer journey, and I'm so happy I'm part of it.
Yeah, for real. And I come from a neighborhood called Pangani.
Yes,
the biggest neighborhood.
I need to go to Pangani.
Pangani is the biggest neighborhood.
I hope you all have some fine-looking men, though. Just saying.
Nah, we don't have. We have the guys with soft hair. You know what I'm talking about?
No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, and they weak. Yeah, they with the iPhones and stuff.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna say their names. My followers know. Yeah, we got the guys with the soft hair.
They always have the new iPhone.
They always have the new iPhone, and they have very strong perfumes.
I know.
And they sell cartons.
Okay, you know what?
100,000 cartons.
You know what? We're going on a break. At that juncture, we're going on a break. When we get back, Tosh Gitonga is in the house. So we're about to talk about being disconnected, Nairobi Half-Life, and living the half-life of Nairobi. I'm very excited, guys.
That's what's up.
See you in a few.
See you in a few, my love.
African radio, your number one entertainment plug. Back in school, Mungu Alali. Oh, I'm telling you, it was getting too noisy. It was getting too noisy. I'm like, I have a meeting. Why are you guys running around outside my window? Do it.
Sasa, wait to after it until February the 13th.
Zangu wako day school. It's very exciting. It's going to be a very exciting show, if you ask me.
Yes.
Is the one and only Tosh Gitonga. Umefanya vitu nyingi sana. But personally speaking, I am here to talk about the main 3 ones. But before we get there, it is a pleasure and it is an honor to have you in our studio today. Welcome to the show. This is 3, 2, 1 action. And all we do is talk about... Sorry, I cut you out of that one. Do I say it again?
Yeah, say it again.
Okay, this is 3, 2, 1
action! Yes. That's the way, girl.
And we are a hubber for films and movies and TV series, documentaries. We talk about everything from production all the way to how the audience received it. Because when you do a film, it's not just for you. It's for also those guys who are going to be seeing it. And that's what we basically intend to do with the show. And it's going to be an interesting one. And I think the fact that we have 2 people from kind of different worlds, but which are also the same, because even when you're shooting a music video, it has to be a story. It has to make sense. And you need film in that. When you're doing a film, you need music for it to tell out the story and to lead on the emotions. And we have that aspect here. So this is going to be exciting. So welcome to the show.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
now you can properly introduce yourself.
Wait.
Have fun with it.
Before you do, I have to tell you the business idea. Imagine having a song, mtu ashaandika wimbo and everything, then making it into a movie.
Music video, you mean?
Yeah, like the song, like someone, which song, like oversized T-shirt, for example.
Oh, that's like musical theater. But now instead of doing it into theater, you do it as a film.
Yeah, let me tell you, I don't like that musical theater thing, by the way. Sorry, Tosh, cut me.
What am I doing? Introducing? Okay.
Yes, feel
Yes.
free, feel free.
My name is Tosh Gitonga and I'm a Kenyan filmmaker. It's as simple as that.
Why do I
love
feel
that.
like you're more than just a filmmaker?
No. Maybe. A producer. Am I a visionary? I don't know. Director. Hustler.
Bro, Sasa, you had me at Hustler. Love it.
That was a selling point
It
for
was a
you.
selling point. After we'd have started there. Hustler. You want hustling. So, after before we continue, I was watching your there's this thing you did with Bikozolo, Singleton story, and then you were asked how are you doing? That time you weren't so okay. So today, how are you doing today? How are you
Wow,
feeling?
what did I say?
You said, but then you said you're as in adulting in ngumu.
Nani ngumu?
You said adulting is hard.
Haina
Yes.
Mwakenya.
I know what
Yeah, haina Mwakenya.
is hard and you're not so okay.
Yeah.
But maybe you'll get where you're supposed to get. So
Yeah, it's a journey.
It's a
still
journey.
a journey.
It's still a journey.
Sure.
So that's me. Also, don't worry. Same word. It's still a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey.
It's a journey. We get there when we get there. Yeah.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it then. I think the first thing that all of us personally, as Malika, I got to see your work was through Nairobi Half Life. I have always said this, and I think it's something I'll always say. Nairobi Half Life was one of my favorite productions. It felt like such a Kenyan story. It was way Kenyan. Especially, I have specific points that for me I was like, that's what makes this more realistic. Is there was a scene in which I can't remember all the characters correctly. Forgive me for that. The names, forgive me for that. But your main character, the protagonist, when he moved to Nairobi, na vile Nairobi ilimwonyesha vile Nairobi inakuanga. Nairobi was so merciless to him. And it's something that's reflected in Nairobi till today. I think ukienda bus station na mtu mwenye amekuja Nairobi for the first time, kuna hongano msiwa sijui kana mkokoteni hiyo kitu ya kubeba mabags, lazima atajaribu kuingisha mtu box kumbebea vitu, and half of them, I'm sorry if I'm being judgmental, are not of Nairobians. Are the sketchy ones. You are a victim?
I'm a victim. I'm a victim, guys. Hey.
So I think something that I've really had in mind is the the production story of Nairobi Half Life, especially because at that time that was being done, and to have somebody who is from the rural area wanting to be an actor, and then he comes, even when he goes to theater, guys are like, "Where are you from? What have you done? Why are you calling yourself an actor?" You get so where did the story of Nairobi Half Life really begin?
Wow. You do know there was a program that was started that was kind of uh, a support system, to just get Kenyans make.
We went and watched it. Let me tell you, I think that thing was so amazing. And then, yeah, I won't tell you what happened, but yeah, guys, it was really amazing.
I think we can say that when we go
Yes,
when we go on our
yes,
next
but
break.
it was. I loved it. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god, this actually happened. At that time, I didn't understand, and
Yeah.
honestly, I would want to rewatch it, and it was really amazing. I loved
You
it.
haven't watched
I've
it?
rewatched it a couple of
Mine too,
times.
rewatch
What are
it.
you doing? That's an offense, Gitonga, right?
Nakwambia,
Like,
kujia
I
mtu,
have
kujia
probably
mtu.
watched it more than 6 times.
Guys,
Yeah, like I have
guys,
legit
first of all,
probably watched it
No,
more than
first
6
of
times.
all-
Like legit. Like
first
that
of all,
was so
I'm an
random
adult.
for me. Like more than it's probably more than 6 times.
no, first of all, I'm an adult, guys.
So
Yeah,
are we?
you need to watch like what we have.
So are we?
Like
When what are we
tomorrow.
children?
Why I'm still children?
Nonsense.
So Tosh, I just have one question for you. So I just saw in your I was just checking you out. Not like that. Not like that.
Even
I
like
saw
that is
you were
okay.
Utakujiwa, Buddha.
Utakujiwa,
Utakujiwa.
no one make up with no. So I see you're a production assistant and so forth. So how was that for you? Did you see that as a stepping stone to be more than just a production assistant? Okay, of course it is, but yeah. At that time, did you see that?
Yeah, I think no. At the beginning, I think it was fun.
Mhm.
When I was a PA, we were working on the international production, so we were always on the move. We were in Samburu, some places I've never even been. So for me, it was actually fun. I'm young.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to travel.
That's a
Yeah,
dream.
and then the
That's
work
That's
was
true.
really quite simple if you ask me. Just coordinate stuff here and here, get extras moving to set.
Yeah.
The only difficult part was waking up so early because that was we used to wake up
That's
so
always.
early.
You're not a morning
always-
person.
I am actually.
I'm
but
not.
yeah, when you're a filmmaker,
You don't have an
You have to
option.
be.
early is not your early.
Yeah.
I'm in the office at 8 a.m. No,
Wow.
in the
That's
office
like
at
5
a.m.
But
a.m.,
I think
yeah.
the time of filmmakers is always so different because
Yeah.
It's
personally
way
speaking,
earlier and
yeah.
way late.
it's late and early.
Yeah.
Because personally, I am not a morning person.
I wake up 5 every day
I-
to go to work.
I can't, like, I've tried doing the 5 a.m 4 a.m thing, and if it's when it's not work, I cannot. I can't. I
So
get
that is why we are friends.
like I get so cranky, like so bad, especially as I've said, if it's not work. I'm like, why am I up right now?
I
Si
think-
kazi alafu.
I think you're just a soft life babe.
Yeah,
True, like yeah, Mungu alisema anasema baby girl, wewe
Yeah.
soft life ni utapata. I'm like,
Yeah.
Imagine.
So
No, actually, I think I kind of discovered that me am a morning person because I'm always up by what I think 5 a.m. Nowadays, imagine I wake up at 5 and my usingizi goes. Then I don't get sleep after that. So I decide doing other things. Then I'm asleep by like 10.
no, you're asleep by 8.
Stop.
You're asleep by 8.
Stop.
When you wake up, when you go to sleep is when when you wake up is when I go to sleep.
Stop.
Because even the times when we have to work on things, she'll leave me. She'll like just do the pointers and I'll do everything. She'll
Yeah.
go to bed at 9
Yeah.
and I'll be awake. She's waking up at 7. She's like, "You're awake." I'm like, "Yeah, I finished everything. Here you go." And I'm like, "Good night." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Bye. You slept. I gotta sleep now."
Perfect pair.
That's why
Apana.
y'all match. Because y'all been together for long. Since I knew y'all.
Way before that,
You
more
see?
than a decade actually.
Oh, for real.
Yeah,
It's
Guy.
hard being friends for like that.
nimekuja more
long.
than a decade.
Leave me alone.
Bro, hebu go
Anyway,
on.
as I was saying, but Tosh, so what? What's in some productions? Umpate goosebumps. I did.
Mhm.
You did the Brave ones.
That I didn't
No.
know.
Bro,
When I
what?
found out about that, I shook. I legit
Brave-
shook. How was it doing the brave
Yeah.
ones?
Interesting.
Wait, I would not tell us.
Mm.
How did they say it's Tosh? Like, okay, this tell us the love story from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's about, and I think I keep saying this, it's not about being better than the next person.
Mhm.
It's being better at the game, period. It doesn't matter if you're in Kenya, where the industry is not where it should be, or if you're in Hollywood. At the end of the day, the craft is the same.
Okay.
So it's one thing that I aspire to, like, and I'm always, I think, saying this: the sound has to be good, the shot has to be good, the acting has to be good.
Oh.
Yeah, and I replied to his.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Small
now I
world.
remember.
Small world.
Yeah, because I was wondering, where do I know? And I was just like randomly right now, like, let me check. Maybe I think I'm wrong, but I hope I'm right.
You hope
Yeah.
you're
You
right.
know? Yeah, like I hope I'm right.
I love
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So I mean, I'm even like, yes,
The Moha.
yeah, because
Remember
when
we met briefly.
we met briefly.
Yes.
Yeah, I that's why I didn't catch your face properly. Yeah, because we met briefly and we were just so business oriented because everyone is just trying to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
you know,
chasing
yeah.
money.
Yeah, we were just negotiating, and then but downside is it didn't go well. But like we engaged and stuff. Yeah, and yeah, man, like it's dope, man. Now I'm even like, yeah, I'm even loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, it's dope, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna go?
Yeah. So I was just telling people like what else is done. So apart from the brave ones, you have Country Queen, Crime and Justice, Beneath the Lies, and Changes 3. I loved Changes. My God, that thing, I used to watch it. I can't remember the storyline, but I used to love. Let me tell you, that show. Hey, I was like what? I think I was.
Must have been young.
I think I was 10. I think I was 10.
Oh, he did changes?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Let me tell you, I was that
Let's
time.
call me
time
Uncle
ago.
Tosh.
Oh, for real.
Eh.
Yeah, he's Uncle Tosh right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Uncle T, Uncle Tosh.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, my mom would used to scold me. She'd be like, "No, are you watching this thing? I want to watch it. Okay, I need to watch it." And used to come where MKTN. It was
Mnet.
let me tell you.
Your mom will go crazy when she finds out that they had the show.
You
and
had-
she'd go
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They had
and
Tosh on the
thing,
show.
if you when animaliza, when I said, I was like, "Oh my God, I think you had me at changes."
Mm.
I thought I disconnected. No, you had me at changes. Yes, Uncle Tosh.
I think for me, one, I have a question for Country Queen. Are we gonna have another season? I don't like how you guys left me. Personally
And
speaking,
you're speaking to the boss
closure.
right now.
I know.
So talk to him nicely.
What's the plan for Country Queen? Because for one, I love the story of how these guys are trying to fight for their land, and that is not only a Kenyan issue; it's actually an African issue of big corporations coming and trying to take away people's land, and the people who live on that land are most of them really want to fight for it, but because of their level, their poverty, or where they find themselves in life, the little they're offered is that, you know what, let me just take it, yet not knowing what more they have to lose. So what can we be expecting? As that finale, first of all, was so grand. It was immediately last episode, I'm like, what do you mean there's no other episode? You know when Netflix goes and then it tells you in 3, 2, 1. Then I'm like, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, huh? Why are you showing me trailers of other
Why is
stuff?
it over?
So yeah,
I can't answer that question.
I know you can't.
Unless it's
I'll
off
say
air.
why. I just
Yeah,
let me
why?
tell
Okay,
you why.
yes. Why?
Because I was only a director on that production.
Mm.
So there's
Ah.
producers who are
True.
dealing with it, the ones who own it. So I have no idea what conversations they're having with Netflix and with Tosh.
Yeah.
So me and Kamaere,
Hatujui,
we
tunangoja.
are waiting at the same time.
Bado tuko waiting day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
The
nice.
I mean, I got a question for Tosh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Since we're here right now.
Aha.
Since he got me excited because this might be my one shot, at
Okay.
doing this.
Okay.
We doing something with my boys Eastman, and we got videos and stuff that we have on stash and stuff. We were thinking about making a documentary of everything, but that's on the side. Yeah, we're doing a documentary because we've been working with him for 3 years, and he's been
Yeah.
developing his sound and stuff like that. Yeah. Now that's just on the side. What I really want to ask is that, do you think we can make not we, but hypothetically you can make some like beats? Because I've seen guys in the neighborhood who sell weed, to fund their music. I was listening to a Cardinale story who was saying that Calligraph paid for their first studio session.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Do you think where we are right now as Kenya, where you are right now as Tosh, like you're a great name, man, you got great work going on. Do you think something like that can come to pass?
I mean, it's we have to first understand that we're not where we need to be.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
even we.
Yeah.
You know, like you've ever seen like an ant world. If you're within the ant world, you know, there's the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you zoom out.
Yeah.
And then, you know, then there's the guys.
Yeah.
A boat crashes.
Boat crashes.
You know, and then it's
Yeah.
another world.
Yeah.
So we have so much to go.
Yeah.
And it's good that you say that. We have to keep supporting each other, and it's something
Exactly.
I keep saying and I keep repeating. Right now, I'm doing a series for young adults,
Uh-huh.
18 to 24,
Yeah.
and it's around music.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do is find a way to get my hands on every piece of music that's good that is not
Out there.
out there, for example. You know, even if it's to go looking underground
Yeah.
and finding these artists that are really good and I'm not getting a chance to and put their music on the show.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be raw and I want it to be
Authentic.
authentic.
Yeah.
And I want people to
Feel
be
it.
like,
You know?
what's that?
Yeah.
It's good. So
Yeah.
is that Swahili? Is that Kenyan Swahili? You know.
Yeah.
So I'm working. I'm going to be working with some music icons of this country.
Yeah.
And see how we can bring the world of music and the world of film together.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do work together.
Yeah, they do,
like,
man.
a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm actually hoping to. I'm an artist,
Yeah.
but I'm not vouching for myself today.
Yeah.
I'm vouching for my boys, these
Yeah.
man.
Like I'm thinking.
And-
I'm even thinking maybe it would be a place where we just say,
Yeah.
look, here's
Yeah.
an email address.
Exactly.
Upload, you know,
Your
upload
music.
your music,
Send
your
your
piece,
stuff.
you know,
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
And if we get to use it, then we come and talk to you and say, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We like to,
This is.
you know,
Yeah.
and make a deal. So
Yeah.
we,
Because you
That's
see,
really
that's
nice,
actually the
yeah.
same thing that we're doing. Because you see, I was just telling them that we got our budget approved for a promoter wants to like fund our music, do like go crazy, upload it on DSPs and stuff. So we had to play all our music. You know, we've sent it to like I've probably sent it to more than 15 promoters. You know, just different random guys. Some of them guys who I know have money and are opening up businesses and stuff. You know, that's what I've been doing because the album is set to be released in September. And before that, we don't want to own the rights of the first album. We want someone who can invest because what we're trying to do with my boys Eastman is that we're trying to get endorsements. So we don't worry about the first rights and who's gonna own them and stuff. If they know how to make money out of it and they even make $1 billion, it's fine. Cause there's more years to come, you know, and you have to go from somewhere.
That's the kind of thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you have
That's
to.
the way you need to think.
Yeah, that's the way you need to, cause
You need a stepping stone.
you need a stepping stone. So that's why you see for me and Eastman, we make the beats ourselves. I produce for him everything. I have the raw vocals, I have the stems, I have everything, and that's why you see I speak a lot about him. Cause you see, for me, like I'm at this point where I don't want to do music anymore because I found someone who I can really believe in, you know, and I really believe in this guy. I mean, I'm a bit bigger than him, cause like my previous mixtape did like 686,000 streams on DSPs, but I don't do YouTube. You know, I have a few things on YouTube, but I stopped doing YouTube like in 2020. You know, and ever since I was just telling myself like I want to find someone I believe in, and I found him, and that's why you see like even for me right now, like I'm really just pitching for him left, right, and center. You know, to every person. I even told them that in the poster that yeah, I'm a music producer and an artist, but I'm not talking about myself today. Yeah, because
Yes.
it really feels nice. You see how you can talk about Nairobi Half-Life that way because you believe in it. You know,
Yeah.
that's how much belief I have in this guy. You know,
It's the way.
Yeah, and that's a vision. Cause imagine, by the way, we've been working together for 3 years with him, developing his sound and everything. And that's why you see, cause even I told him that even if we get a record deal, and they say you're gonna be underground for 2 years and then we'll make you pop, that's okay, cause it takes an average of almost 3 to 5 years for an artist to have
An
a
artist,
longevity.
yeah.
To become an artist, a real artist, not popping down. We've seen that trend too many times.
Yeah.
It's the same way Chris Kaiga can come on right now and drop a hot song, and y'all gonna listen to it. Like he's been away for months, but he comes back and he does his thing.
Yo,
'Cause
that
he's
is my man.
strategic,
True.
You
Hey,
know,
that is
yeah.
definitely-
So we're trying to do that with this guy.
Yeah.
And that's why you see, like, I've been talking to Iggy. Do you know Ignacio Hennings?
No.
Yeah, he's a good filmmaker and stuff. He was one of my mentors back in the day, and he's a really good guy. And I was talking to him that I want to give him like 100,000 to shoot a music video, because we got our budget. Our budget was like $64,400. So, and we were able to get that, and the person, man, she really believed in us, man. It's hard for someone to believe in you with that kind of money, man. That's 640,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. I mean, I've been putting 50K, 100K, but that's basic. But when you get someone just in putting that kind of money, that's belief right there, And yeah, man, I mean, I'm really looking forward to like pitching some of the things, because
100%.
yeah, I understand where you are right now, and what I really want to say, even right now publicly, is that even if we don't work on this project, I really want to work with you. It don't have to be now.
Yeah.
It don't have to
I mean,
be
there's
tomorrow.
so much to do.
Yeah, there's so much to do, because I almost worked with him before, and they have it, and we still kept
you've
each
met,
other's
and-
contacts,
yeah, and yet you've
and right
met
now we met,
again,
again. So this is second chance. It's probably gonna be way more chances, and there's obviously gonna be a point where we meet all the way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Tosh is gonna be like, "This is it," and I'm gonna be like, "This is it," and
True.
it's gonna be like, "Say less."
Amen.
Look
You know?
at the magic.
I love this.
I feel like we've done this.
True,
Like,
well. Yeah. Really, literally did that.
Well, you're welcome.
you're welcome, guys.
You're welcome. Anyway, so
And
now
it's so nice to see how again the same conversation that we're saying in the morning, even as we're planning this show, is to have a conversation of how music and film can come together, and how we can build on that. And I think that kind of brings me to my next question to Tosh, about disconnect. The first question I have is, there were so many A-listers, if I can call them that, on the first disconnect. I know you were the director, and you probably didn't have too much of a say in that, because that was stuff by the producers. But for you, in such a
I was also a
stand,
producer.
oh, you were,
Oh,
okay, that slipped my
beautiful.
mind. I'm sorry about that. My apologies. But why did we have so many A-listers in the first disconnect? Because if I'm being very honest, I felt very disconnected. I don't know if that was the intention, but there was, I think, Could you help me out?
Tell me why
Tusaidia
you
hapo
felt
kidogo.
disconnected.
Okay, for one, Pascal Tokodi's character, I feel like it was very misunderstood. I feel like he was the guy in the group. He's that guy in
he's
the
a
group.
bad
Which
guy.
one are we
He's a
speaking
bad.
about?
The first one. The first one.
For me, the second one. Me, I had a problem with Pascal in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first
We'll
one.
We'll
We'll go there.
Kila mtu atoe mashida zake one by one.
I feel like in the first one, the rest of his cast members, especially the guys, didn't match the energy that he had. Because if you're supposed to play a character of, I'm that one guy who's weird, who is going to say the oddest of things, do whatever I'm gonna do, there's a response that somebody else would have that would kind of, it's like counteracting each other. And I felt like there was a disconnect in that. I don't know if you felt the same. So what do you think?
So, okay, if I understand you correctly, based on how Otis was in the first one,
Yeah.
you felt that the characters who were playing against him
No, not against, but
Well, with him.
Yes, they weren't playing
mean,
with him to
yeah.
his energy. Because
To
if
his
he was giving
energy.
100,
Mm.
they were probably giving way less than 100. So it made him look kind of crazy.
In terms of, when you say that, in terms of performance or in terms of the energy he had as a person, there's the energy of when he enters a room and everybody's, he's talking to everybody.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
See
when
when
you
him
say
in real
energy.
life. Yeah.
So that energy, is that the energy you're talking about?
I think
or-
energy in performance of their character, like I'm talking about them in,
So
in
they didn't
matters of
play
characters.
as well as he
Yeah,
did.
no. Okay, yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you see how me and her are. It's a very weird kind of thing of how she's a morning person, I'm not. I have this energy, she doesn't, or she has and I don't. There's that kind of
Variation.
yes, there's a variation. There's okay, you guys are friends, but I can see how this complements this. But it kind of felt like the rest of his cast, or maybe let me say it, maybe how they portrayed
Let's
their
talk about
characters.
Josh, because Josh is the one who's his
Oh
friend.
yeah. Josh.
Yes.
Yeah.
George, I
Josh.
was very sad that he wasn't in the second one.
Me too.
Might
It
I
brought
say
so
that?
much drama.
Man, it would have been such crazy drama. I felt like he might have been one of the only characters who was like, I get. He's like, I get why you're like this. I'm not gonna stress myself. And that was his character, because like I get you, I know you, and that did play out well. But now with the rest of his friends, it kind of feel like, okay, is this guy crazy, or am I saying my own things?
Okay.
Oh, for me. Oh, okay.
I'll answer all of you.
Thank you. So I'm just gonna start this. I'm just gonna ask the first question because most people have been asking this on Twitter. Everyone has been asking this. It's a little bit harsh, just putting it out there. There's this people keep saying, putting it out there that whenever there's a film in Kenya, we always keep having the same faces. Why is that? Why can't we go for the talent? There's so many talented people out there, but why do we always have to stick to these ones?
But you see, I mean, I can even answer that. You know.
Wait,
But you
wait,
see-
wait, chill. Okay, then number 2. Okay, for me now in the disconnect. Okay, the first one. I'll be honest. The first one, I really didn't like it. The second one, my God, you guys killed me. But it was amazing. I love the second one. The only problem I had was now with Pascal. Otis, called Otis. Yeah, Otis, his character, I felt it was so overwhelming at some point for me. I felt like it was so overwhelming. And then at some point, I started to cringe. I was like, guy, okay, no, this man is just overdoing it. Like, he needs to stop. Like, imagine, no, you need to be killed. You gotta leave.
You gotta leave.
But it was like, time's up. It's time for you to go to heaven. So sometimes,
Not
so
even
yeah,
home.
you're not even home. As in, yeah. So at some point, I was just feeling, yeah. For me, Otis in the second one, I was just like, I was when at some point I was like, no. Now, he was too overwhelming for me. Yeah, I think that's the only thing.
I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll answer you guys.
I love this. I love this.
No.
So film, all genres are different.
Okay.
Okay. Nairobi Half-Life is a deep story, a deep film. You have your character that you get connected to and you follow through, in the story that he is telling. Done. Disconnect is a rom-com. It's an easy watch.
Yeah.
It's many characters in the few people that you have. The idea is everybody can see a piece of themselves in it. And you guys, all of you, even the ones that are talking on Twitter, I'm just looking and I'm like, this is it. The fights, all the ranting, all the I don't like it.
That's engaging.
I haven't found.
Yeah, it's yeah.
And I'm being honest, I'm yet to find one. I think maybe one guy who said it was slow from Nairobi before it picked up. I agree with that. All the other comments, I was like, it was either one person does not like Otis, the other person likes Otis. One person hates Patricia's character, the other one likes it.
Yeah.
It was
I love her growth.
ping
Yeah.
pong.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, everybody what's
Picks
happening
what
here
they
is
like.
that everybody's speaking,
Yes.
and film is subjective. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, you can never ever
Please
Yeah, you
everyone.
can't
Everybody.
please
everybody.
everyone.
Yeah.
So for me, job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
you-
it's top 10 now.
yeah, everybody,
Yeah.
and that's why it's top 10.
You're the one who's laughing now.
Yeah,
It's true.
People
Yeah,
are
It's
picking-
true.
By
and
the way,
and the fighting, and the comments, and when someone feels pressed to comment, is because you
actually got them.
there's something
Yeah.
they bought into.
Yeah.
It's
Otherwise,
true.
if you don't really care, you'd have just kept.
You'd have
moved
just
on
kept
Okay.
moving
You
on.
you are right.
Actually,
You
what
are
what
right.
You're a
he's
good
saying
soldier
is
for
like,
Twitter.
yeah, for real.
Yeah. You're a good
Yeah.
KOT soldier.
Yeah, actually what he's saying is so real. Like even in music, it's the same way. Yesterday we were having a conversation with some guy on Twitter, and he was telling me about he was listening to my previous album, and he was like, oh, why did you do R&B a lot? And I was like, bro, I got you. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
music is polarized.
True.
You cannot like song 1 to 10.
Well,
you cannot. Only
in-
the
in my
artist
defense-
can.
In my defense,
Yeah.
there's one artist who me I have liked song 1 to 10,
Yeah.
and that is Savara Savage Level. Song 1 to 10.
Yeah.
All of them. Not some are definitely top, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you are very right in the light of, for one, when
Yeah.
you do something and somebody doesn't talk, people don't talk a certain way about it, you've not done your job.
True.
Like that there's this,
But
that,
please
this,
don't get
that,
me wrong.
this, that.
It's not like it's not, what is it called? It's not an escape route.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I was there looking. I read everything. You know, I could see what made sense, what was not making sense. There's one who wrote, and I was laughing. You know, he said, Otis is such an asshole. This chick did not deserve to be treated this way. This one, you know, and then that's why I don't like this film. And I was like, okay, if I did what you want, okay, let me make Otis nice.
Yeah.
This other girl you said she didn't deserve to be treated this way. Okay, let's remove that.
Let's remove that.
And this other person, okay, let's change that. What are you left with?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
it's
a
true.
point. Yeah.
You're left
Yeah.
with nothing,
Yes,
and you're not
it's
gonna
true.
watch 5 minutes of it because it's like,
Because it's going the way you want it.
Let me tell you one film I personally feel, if I offend anyone, I'm sorry, but that's not my intention. I personally feel that I feel like I wasted some time.
I know this.
some brain cells.
I'm brain.
Bro, man, I'm like,
We need shots.
if somebody's gonna come after me, it's fine. 40 sticks. If you ask me, I understand what the story is. Don't get me wrong. But let's be, first of all, what animal in Kenya sounds like that? Let's be realistic.
Mashoto.
What
Mashoto.
animal in Kenya sounds like that?
They're shetos.
They weren't shetanis. It was an animal. I'm telling you, it was only one point in that film that I got thrilled. And it was towards I still remember this scene. It was towards the last point when a figure moved in front of the lens of the camera. I'm like, shh, damn, something has moved. Something's going down. I'm like, that's when I felt the thrill. And that is more than 1 hour into the film. How are you? Unakishaje kiperiti? Ati kiperiti.
Aya. Kiperit.
Kijaluo. Utajuaje meaning Jaluo? Kibrit. How do you washa a matchstick from down, but the light is coming from up? You get such small things. But we're not talking about that today. We're not talking about that today. I think one thing I really liked is how, no lie, Otis' character really changed in the second one. Because in the first one, I felt like, okay, uko na utoto kidogo, lakini saizi we have entered this another light of, this is me trying to make money, but where I've messed up.
Like,
I have messed up.
That's like no, but I feel like that's us like half of the time in adulting. I'm like, Mom,
I messed up.
up.
And that's I keep saying it's not. I really love how we're going up. It's going the franchise has gone higher.
Yeah, we're doing really good.
That is a huge plus to you, Tosh, and I think that's a goal that every filmmaker has, especially if you're making a sequel of something. Is that the second one has to be better than the first one. The third one has to be better than the second one and the first one. And I feel like that's something that you really did. Everybody who says, "Oh, I didn't like the second one," I'm like, bro, come on.
You guys leave. They've done their best.
Bruh.
Me
And one camera work was amazing. Might I just say that? editing was also really amazing. So sound is always, I think sound is a general issue in Kenya. It's because most films that you watch, and we're still trying to get the proper pedestal for sound, but there is a growth in that. I'm not gonna deny it. But can you compare how it was when you were making the first one and the second one? What can you say were the differences?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the first one, first time making a rom-com, don't know, what the rules are.
Yeah.
If the story fits or it doesn't fit, you're trying to fit in vibes, you're trying to, just make it flow at one point.
Yeah.
Then you get into the second one where now everything has to grow. Kate, TK and Otis have to grow, because then again, you can't have the character being the same way.
True. Yeah, even in
everybody
reality,
changes,
yeah.
And then now them being the main ones, they had to have another dimension. Otherwise, I'm sure you know about character dimensions. It can't just be one dimension.
True.
Beyond Kate being the no nonsense best friend,
there's something more.
And I think that's one of the things I really liked about what her character would become. We all have those friends who are always there to support you, who are always, the first to fight for you,
Yeah.
But nobody ever thinks, when you get your heartbreak, you're the ones
Yeah.
that, coming with the wine, okay, with the shotos,
Yeah. Shoto.
yeah.
It's us.
But nobody ever thinks, what about them? When they have the
True.
same, when they like somebody.
Yeah, when they feel pain,
do
when they feel, yeah.
So that was what was exciting for me to see TK on that.
And I think I felt that, like, I didn't see it coming. The whole, guys, this is TK, this is how she's made it. I'm like, damn, girl,
I loved it.
you're really living your best life. And then
Kate
we
is
didn't,
amazing.
and we never, I think I actually want to dive Kidogo and talk about Kate Kidogo. I feel like she has always been casted as the best friend. Yeah, she's always been put as that's the best friend who's kind of crazy. She's gonna talk to you in Shang. There's a line there's a line she has, Mimi ni mebe your line. I don't know. Somebody told her what, and then she goes like, that's not akanichemshe maembe.
But
that
those lines she comes up with them, eh?
And that's what
Wesley
makes
Pipes did all. It's not us.
And exactly. So something and that's what really, for me, really pulls me towards her, because she does something that not many of our Kenyan actresses and actors do, is talk like a normal Kenyan. Because Kenyans kama kawaida, even when you're with your friends, you don't talk English the whole time. Yeah. Let's be realistic. Hatuchinangi ka tumeongea Kizungu the whole time. We always have a switch. And that's something that she does. She always puts in a switch. And I think that's something that has made her unique as an actress and really step out. And I'm like, guys, she's just doing her job as a Kenyan really well. And that's something that I think we really need to learn. As even me, I'm let me say, an upcoming actress. It's been, yeah. I've been acting since 2019.
I didn't answer. About the same.
Thank you.
Yes, we're still getting there. So it's about what you said in the character. That's another question I had, in which you've already answered. And just seeing the dimensions of the character, that's something that I did see. I like what happened between Patricia's character and Brian Ogola's character, because no one saw that coming.
I never saw that coming.
And I was like,
I saw someone say, "Oh, she's a Holy Joe, so why is she doing?" I'm like,
she's
let the Holy
Joe.
Joe.
She's not a Holy Joe. Yes,
I'm like, let them do
even
it.
them,
but
they
I'm
do
like,
it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Are we not hearing all the time about these church babes?
Yeah, this church baby.
Those ones.
That's a common trend, man.
Yeah, so I was really confused. Some of this
Let me tell you, Kenyans don't know what they want. They just want to bring up drama all the time.
Kenyans-
But at least
Kenyans are always
disconnect.
going to comment anyway.
I
Yeah.
think disconnected
Kenyans are
for like 2
complainers
days
also.
on Twitter.
If you want to know what you're doing is hot, get negative comments from
Yeah.
Kenyans.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That's how you know what you're
trust me.
doing.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Trust me.
Always.
Yeah, like if you get hate from Kenyans,
You're doing the right
you're
thing.
doing the right thing. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh yes, my question. That one.
So the other point of it's not like we sit down and say we're only gonna use the same faces. First and foremost, Disconnect is a sequel.
Yeah,
So of course
that's
it's
true.
gonna have the same people.
Oh, okay.
One.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Two. These are some of the best actors in the country.
That is true. We're not
You
gonna
know?
deny.
You want a chance? Work hard.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
You know,
also,
like
yeah.
I'm so tired of that narrative.
No narrative.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
Come and show me you're better than Brenda when you audition.
Yeah,
Come and show me you're better than Nick. Come and show me you're better than Brian Ogola.
that's true.
I'll definitely pick you
Yeah.
because I actually always audition.
Yeah. Because
So
you see,
let's let that
Yeah.
that narrative
go away.
rest, You
Yeah.
know, get up, work harder, look at what they are doing because they're getting all the jobs. Then aspire to be better.
And they are doing really good jobs,
my
if
God,
we're being
yes,
honest.
that is-
Yeah.
Even
And
if you look
there's
at them
already
individually.
upcoming kids. Like now in the new show I have, it's all new kids.
faces. Oh.
Amazing.
and you
know,
see,
like
yeah,
so it's people like to talk, without knowing what something really is. And there's no difference. Tom Cruise, you don't complain when Tom Cruise keeps coming movie after movie.
yeah,
It's like, but he knows his stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know Tom Cruise movie is gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's why you're gonna go and watch it and pay for it.
Yeah.
So there's also that aspect for us.
yeah.
Kate is gonna make people watch that movie.
It's
True.
true.
A lot
know?
of people.
That's good.
And at the end of the day,
It is good PR.
it's
also.
a lot of money to make films. Please.
Hey,
a
films
lot.
are expensive.
It's a
Very
lot.
expensive.
Way.
Yeah, because you see, I think people go to acting school
Yeah.
and then finish, and then they're told that you're gonna get a
A
role,
job.
You know,
I'm like,
and
it's
then
not like that.
they're like Tosh wants an audition, and they're like, oh, I don't do auditions. I went to acting school. I'm like,
Give me a high five.
what are you talking about?
I agree
The
with
people
that.
I might be wrong. I don't know. The people who didn't go to acting school, but they've auditioned and you've given them jobs,
And many.
and they're better than the
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
True, because they put in the work.
It's all
You know?
about the work. It's 90% work,
90%
and
work,
10% talent.
exactly, and 0% talk.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
ukweli, by the way.
0%
Mko
talk.
mnasikia?
Yeah,
Okay. So we have to now we're wrapping up.
Yeah, we
This
actually
time?
need to
Okay,
get
so
get
now,
to wrap
honestly,
up.
now we're done. We're done now meeting you.
No, I have one more question. It's my last one. The playlist.
Mhm.
I must say the playlist has really evolved, and I love the fact that you make it's made in a cheki ini kitu ya Kenya. Don't bring me something that's not Kenyan. If it is from Kenya, we have to put Kenyan stuff in it. And we were having a conversation earlier on in matters of music, how different countries like Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, they accommodate their culture in their music and in their films. I'm telling you, you can only trust Nigerians to do Nigerian witchcraft in a Nigerian film.
That is why I love them. That is why I watch them.
You can only trust Indians to have flying bullets and being caught in mouths by Indians. Like you can only Zileza, you know what you're going to get. And I think that's something in Kenya we're still kind of trying to
figure
to
out.
have our roots. So mtu akisema this is a Kenyan film, I'm going to expect something Kenyan. Kenya sisi ni watu wa sheng, sisi ni watu kuvunja lugha.
Shangtezo.
And I think that's something we need to adopt
Appreciate.
more and appreciate more
I think it's
because it's culture.
I
It
think
needs
it's
to.
happening, especially with the younger generation.
Yeah.
Maybe mine.
Mhm.
You know, me when I was young, we were all about the FUBU. We were about, we were for us as the American life
Yeah.
was
Was
the
the
goal,
vibe,
yeah.
that was what we aspired to be. That's what we looked up to. But if you look at the younger generation now, it's
They're really proud
that's
of
why
it.
they're even how they dress, they're wearing African stuff. They're wearing,
I have an African print today.
yeah, exactly, and they're proud of it. So I think now more than ever, Kenyans are starting to accept themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why the local music is,
It's booming. It's doing quite well.
Your Brooklyn boys, your sailors. That's why they're working. Because
Wakardinali.
yeah.
Mhm.
Before that was tough. Akina nonini, man.
Akina nini wameshikilia
Yeah.
genge
Yeah, you gotta
tondo
respect those boys. They
Hey.
were working in a
They did it
harsh
when the odds were
environment.
all against them.
against them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they put a good pedestal for the music industry.
true.
And we're doing the same with film. I keep saying we might have negative comments. There are always gonna be negative comments, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that is one step higher from where we were. That is growth.
Oh, me, I'm cool. You know,
You're
I'm doing. I'm
you're
doing.
Great.
you're
I'm
growing.
doing.
You are
I'm
growing.
doing.
And
Yeah.
and it's even with what you're saying that you're putting in a project together with new filmmakers, new young people. That's an inspiration. That should tell everybody, guys, put in the work. Put in the work. I always keep telling people, put in the work. By the way, don't sit down and expect miracles.
And especially for the younger ones,
True.
slow down.
Yeah.
In a hurry.
Hey,
Let me
yeah.
say
Everything
now-
is not overnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very impatient.
Yeah, it's not
They're talking
overnight.
close.
That's why you
it's-
see there's too many TikTok dances and
You're
stuff.
not gonna be in one show and then tomorrow
Yeah.
you're driving a Mercedes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
that's not
well,
gonna happen.
If,
But the problem- the
Nachinsky,
pressure
if Nachinsky left, I always compare.
He almost
he's a
did
perfect-
10 years in his
Yeah, I'm like, this guy left at the peak of his
Yeah.
career, and he came back, and he's speaking, and there's something that he said: master your craft.
And that's why you see no one can be mad at him for how much he charges to show up.
Me says jam.
yeah.
Says jam.
If he charges $1 million or $2 million, you gotta pay or he ain't going.
Because he's going to come and do the shin thing.
Exactly.
Man.
Okay, guys. So
Yeah.
time is moving.
So, yeah.
So this is now we're done.
Yes,
both of you,
teacher.
we're doing top 3 Kenyan shows, and what you tell your younger self, like when you're
Our
her
age. Oh my
Her
God.
age.
We're both 23. Let no one lie to you.
We have a 23.
Yes, you are.
Her age. When
Yeah.
you're her age, yeah. Just let's go, and then we are done. We wrap up. Yeah.
Top 3 shows left.
Yeah.
Kenyan. Like
Kenyan shows.
Yeah, TV.
Kenyan stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I'm
Kenyan.
gonna say my own stuff.
No, you
Oh,
can't say your stuff.
What's the own stuff?
You can't
No,
say your
but
stuff.
it's top 3.
No, you can't say your stuff. Let's say
I'm probably gonna say his stuff anyway.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
No, you can't say your stuff because
Okay.
I do believe even as a filmmaker, you have to watch other filmmaker stuff to know
Okay.
what's going on and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Okay.
So you definitely have other stuff you've watched. So
Okay.
yeah.
Pepeta.
Oh my God.
Could I just go before him? Because I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Now he has my answers. Oh well.
Wait, I think tumebaki watu wawili hatujawatch Pepeta.
I've watched it, bro.
I've
Please
not
speak
yet
about
watched
yourself.
I have not.
Pepeta gave me the idea for beats. That's why I asked you about doing music and
Yeah.
drugs.
Yeah.
Because Pepeta was. Oh my goodness. He
It's
said my
it's
answer.
such a Kenyan story.
It's such a
though.
Kenyan story.
Yes, Pepeta.
Nafsi.
Nafsi.
Nafsi was
Oh
amazing.
my God.
I almost cry. I'm gonna sit again.
Yo,
tonight.
Kate, like the character Kate pulled. No, you see that I like what?
What?
Man, that's why she's always in stuff because she knows her
No,
stuff.
honestly, we need Kate here.
Man.
We're gonna get Kate soon.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's
Yeah, I
the
better
next
get
one.
her.
County 49.
I've not finished
What's
watching. It's about the
that?
governor, the shorty who's the governor.
Shorty.
That's the
And
one
she was
OJ
in-
Ojambo is
she
in,
was
right?
Kamami.
Kamami.
He
Kamami.
literally
Giza.
said 2 of my answers.
Okay, we said
Because
okay.
I saw.
You can
Yeah.
have the same answer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
no wrong
I
answers.
saw 049 County 49 through Ojambo. He's my friend. We normally go to the range together. So he was like, "Yo, what's this?" Because I saw it on his status when he was shooting the behind the scenes. So I saw it and I was like, "Oh, this, yeah." I was like, "Yeah."
It's actually a really good.
But I'm gonna add
production.
disconnect on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since he said all my answers.
Yeah, we don't mind.
yeah.
We
So,
don't mind.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and then your 23-year-old self. What did you tell your 23-year-old self? Oh,
Fun and games not going anywhere.
True.
wow.
Focus a little bit more
I agree.
so that you can get where you want to go a little bit earlier.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. We're doing that. Yes,
We are.
uncle.
It's we can't. Yeah, I'm gonna lie because I think right now there are people who are my friends, who are our friends. We look at them and I'm like,
Nah.
you got too much jokes. Man.
No offense, I can't do with someone who's a student right now. I'm not.
Again, we're not trying to be mean.
Even me, if I'm dating someone, hey,
But
bruv,
at
no.
the same time,
Uh-huh.
just leave. You know?
Yeah, live a little.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
so-
to leave.
Yeah.
Do not forget to leave.
Because you only have one life. We're not like
Yeah.
cats. I wish I was a cat. I'd have
Well, I
9
have
lives,
9
bro.
Leshan?
I mean, mine is not really a major difference like his, you know. Yeah, so I would just tell myself, 23-year-old me. When I was 23, I was going through a lot, and that was the time that I lost my dad and stuff, and that was like probably my rock bottom. So what I would really just tell myself is like, just keep going, cause it's better now.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
gets
What's the
better.
alternative?
Yeah, like what's the alternative? You know, I mean, there was one point where I almost took my own life,
Damn.
and
I
it was
feel that.
crazy, and I really that's the only thing I would change. You know, I
Yeah.
would just hold myself and tell myself don't take
Don't.
pills.
Yeah.
You know, because it put me in the hospital for a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it put me in the hospital for a week.
Damn, thank God you're
Instead
here.
of putting me in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was worse.
I was gonna
Yeah,
do something.
because now I was fighting for my life. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be in a box.
Yeah, I was gonna be in the
Ah,
box. That was the intention, you know. But
Yeah.
it put me in the hospital bed, so it was bad because I had to struggle for my life, you know. And I realized that yeah, man, like everything I did, I would do it the same way. I wouldn't change a thing apart from the fact that I tried to take my life. That's the only thing I would change. Yeah.
Oh, that
Perfect.
that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Ish,
So
bro.
if you've not watched Chigiza, go watch Chigiza. And
Oh, watch Giza.
and I'm gonna send both of you. There's a new Kenyan film that's coming out. You know Kadzo? Have you heard about Kadzo?
The one in Coast.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna send you guys the link. I just want you've seen it.
Mombasa.
Yeah.
Mombasa
Yeah.
is another place.
Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Mombasa is another place.
Yes.
Send us some.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Come on, me.
Is it out? I thought only
No,
the
no,
trailer was.
no. Yeah,
Just
we
the trailer.
I just can't wait for it to come out. Like honestly, I'm even willing to go for that.
Aki.
What? I'm really. I'm
Tutapanda
really-
tutapanda basi.
Tutapanda basi tuende kosti.
Twende Coasty.
I'm really glad in Kenya we're at the point where we can go to premieres and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, 5 years ago we couldn't.
Man, it feels so, as in, no, like that's something I'm so happy, and especially for our show, because we have that honor, that privilege of
Yeah,
being
I
able
came
to
to
go
one
there.
of your premieres.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, we're going for premieres. We're doing this in Kenya.
Yeah, especially
This is
you were also
amazing.
doing it, you know, like I went to one of the premieres, and you know, I mean, it wasn't a lot of people, but it was
It was a
That's how you
start.
start.
Like
You
that's how
start,
you
yeah,
start.
That's how you start,
Everything
yeah.
has a start.
Yeah.
And
man.
yeah, I think something that I've learned from this whole conversation is one, when you hit rock bottom, the only place to go is up.
Yeah.
Have your focus right. Don't forget to live.
Be a hustler.
By the way,
Be a hustler.
And-
Let me.
stay
no,
true to your hustle, bro.
no,
Stay
no,
true to your
and
hustle.
always keep your relationships.
Eh,
Cause you see, like we met.
You never know where you're gonna
and
meet again.
We met again today.
You didn't even
and-
expect it, and I'm
Yeah, I
like,
didn't even expect. I couldn't
And
even
network.
picture it because I saw the poster and I was like,
yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
networking.
networking. Anyway, bye,
And
my
God,
love.
don't forget God.
Yes.
God is great.
Oh yes, God is amazing.
God is.
Love you, G.
Come on, me.
Did I just call him G? Anyway, sasa, some say bye.
Time to say bye.
Shall we
How
go?
you feeling though? How you feeling? Unasikiaje?
Nasikia njaa bro.
Wacha mimi nasikia
Sijakula
njaa.
siku tano.
Bro,
Hey bro,
we
I
have
go
been
eat the whole.
fasting.
I want to eat the whole world. Like I always wanna eat the
When
whole
don't
world.
you
Told
want to
y'all
eat
I'm
the
gonna
whole
cook for
world?
y'all. So say
Thank
less.
you.
Man, yo, ninakuja. Hey.
Anyway, so for me, I'm done with y'all. So have a great weekend. Super Gonore is with us. Ebu,
Aki.
Veni Dure.
Please, guys.
500 diapers.
Hey, diapers.
Double the
Guys,
price.
diapers are more expensive. Please.
So pick your poison.
Pick your
Pick your
poison.
poison. So we wear to wear Durek. Okay, guys, look at me just advertising.
But it's true.
But it's true. Wear condoms.
Because it's a problem that's
It's
going on in
true.
Kenya with
Yes.
people of our age. So it's
Yeah.
like, if we don't tell you, who's gonna talk about it?
And then
If we don't.
and tuko na COVID bado, so
Yes,
mask up.
COVID is still here.
And Nani Friday, tafadhali don't drink and drive. You can go take your shots, but do not drink.
Don't
and
drink
drive.
and drive.
Don't end up
guys.
like me.
And
Huh?
also don't drink a ride for the bike.
Ah, yeah, for the bikers.
the
I
bikers.
cycle and I have
Yeah.
that rule. I'm like, when I'm down a couple of shots, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna cycle home. I'm just gonna walk and push my bike. I don't wanna
Yeah.
die.
Anyway, so this has been fun, right?
This has been
I
so
hope
fun.
you guys have enjoyed.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have.
Thank
Ah,
you so
Thank
much
for
for
having
your
us.
time.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course,
thank you so
anytime.
much.
And we'll have a part 2, hopefully. No, we are having a part 2. I'm
God
sorry.
willing.
Not-
Yeah.
Mungu ashasema.
Mungu ashasema.
Sisi
Sasa, these people are not assistants. That's what we are saying. So we've already talked.
tushaambiwa. Direct
Yeah.
communication.
Direct.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, thanks
it's been
guys so much for your
lovely.
time.
Thank
It's been
you.
lovely,
I
guys.
can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Right.
I can't wait.
Hopefully next time
Support us.
when we do
Always,
this,
yeah.
we'd have.
Amen.
something.
Amen.
God
Amen.
willing, if God wills it, you know. Hopefully, man.
Yes.
Like,
Amen.
Yeah,
It's been
man.
real, guys.
real.
It's been me, Malika. Oh my, your hostess for the mostest. The
Hazel.
toxic queen. Kama kawa, kama dawa.
It's Hazu. Guy, what am I? Oh, the goddess of darkness.
Umejisawaje aje? We will see you next time. Do not forget that our social media platforms are
Icon Radio KE on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe.
bye guys.
Bye,
We will see
loves.
you next week for another time with 3, 2, 1.
Action.
it.